In today's episode, we'll show you the reality of finding a wild camping spot in a touristy area like Cappadocia, and we'll take you on a beautiful hike through some of the valleys. We hope you'll enjoy today's video. We arrived in Cappadocia with one main goal: to find a wild camping spot for the first few days. We were looking for something calm and secluded, where we could get some work done and rest, yet still be within walking distance of some of the valleys. But first we needed water. We are here now. There have been so many people. I would go southern to these places. There are some.
It looks like fields with trees, so maybe we can get shade.
And there is small road, and this is a valley.
Let's see if we can access this place.
Here, this is right on the road. This is, I think, overland place.
We want to avoid that because we are afraid there will be many cars staying here, since it's a very touristic place.
So let's try to do this, and if not, there is just remote area where are no sightseeing, nothing, so just fields, and we can go there.
That should be our safe bet.
So first let's try this one. Yeah, it's closer, and we'll see. I'm gonna walk to the place if it's possible to go there with our old car, and we'll see. But here is someone on the farm. Over there are bees, and it's beautiful, but there are some farmers. So I think we'll go somewhere else. I found a little detour. This place is further, but there's some garbage. I'm not sure about this place. And there is a room where someone has a bed and some blankets, so this place won't be good neither.
We're going to scout second spot for sleeping, but as soon as we arrived, we noticed it's a private property, so we're going to skip this one and look for a third one. When we went to pee, we noticed there is a off-road trail somewhere here that should be reachable by our car. We're going to try and find a way how to go there. There is a small meadow and there is an off-road track that should be doable for us. And if not this place, then there's another one a couple of 100 meters to the other side. So we're going to check both locations and see if they are suitable for our vehicle. Let's go!
After a few attempts, we finally found it. In the end, we left the valleys behind and kept driving until they ended. And that's when we came across a small balloon takeoff point. Just beyond it was a wide open meadow with a few trees. So we decided to give it a try for the night and see how it feels in the morning.
Okay, one of the first things we have to do after we park our car and turn on DC, and now we have the fridge running.
The boys set up camp while I cleaned and reorganized a few drawers. It always feels good to clean something. At least for a few hours I have peace of mind that some part of the car is finally how it should be. And this is our wild camping spot. Just a few hundred meters up the hill, there's a big viewpoint with running water, which allowed us to stay there for 3 nights. It was absolutely perfect. No people, no strong wind, so we could cook without any problems, and we had access to the valley from the sunset viewpoint. As a bonus, no one could see us, because the terrain kept us hidden.
After a good night's sleep and lazy morning, me and Yo-Yo, we decided to go and explore the area around our wild camp and find the path to the first valley, which is Red Valley, and we are on the way down now to see it by ourselves. It's no one else around here again, which is kind of unreal, since there are like dozens and dozens of balloons flying around this, flying over this valley since early morning, and now there are no tourists here at all. But let's see, maybe we come across some of them soon. Okay, come. Little did we know yesterday, after we found our wild camp, that it has such a strategic location. We are literally 5 minutes walk from the entrance to the Red Valley, and even closer to the point where so many people watch the sun setting down over Cappadocia. We are in Cappadocia in Red Valley for barely 15 minutes, but already loving it. It's such a diverse landscape. It feels like being on another planet. And look at this. This is the way to the church. Okay?
Be careful, but this is too steep. Yes.
Too steep, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Too steep, but it's good and this is beautiful. Oh, this love it.
I'm loving it. Okay.
This is the biggest adventure of my life.
Let's go.
Let's go! Выбежали, путь! Там, звони to.
Reťaz, reťaz.
Máš pravdu.
Dobre, čakaj ma.
Máš reťaz. Na to! Tak pojďme se napít.
Dobre.
In the evening, we went up to the viewpoint to watch the sunset. And suddenly, so many people showed up. After a few days in the region, we realized that Cappadocia is full of tourists, but only at the main viewpoints. If you go deeper into the valleys, there's usually no one. The next day, we went on an 8-hour trek through the Red Valley and Rose Valley. It wasn't an easy one, but Yo-Yo managed it without any problems.
Ahoj. Takhle to je takhle díra, tam můžeš takto si vylézt.
Docela normálně.
If you've seen our video from Ihlara Gorge, you might be wondering, why does Cappadocia feels like a completely different world, even though both places are carved from the same volcanic tuff? Cappadocia is dry, open and dramatic, shaped by wind and time into soft waves, sharp ridges and those wild fairy chimneys. Ihlara Gorge has a totally different vibe. Carved deep by a river, it feels more like a secret garden than a desert. You walk through a lush, narrow canyon, green, shady and full of life. The reason is simple. Nature worked its magic in two very different ways. Up top it was the wind, and down below it was the water. Same rock, but completely different stories.
Terus ada ya. Pozrite na tie malby.
These valleys are also full of rock-cut dwellings and ancient churches, similar to what we saw in Ihlara Gorge. Many of them are around 1000 years old, carved during the early Christian period.
Pieszko, czajownia.
Really? No widzisz. Nie chciałem.
Czajownia. Asi tu to Thank you. Nice. Jaka oaza. Thank you.
From Rose Valley, we took a different route back to the camp. We thought it would be the easier one, but it turned out to be the opposite. The hardest parts were so challenging we couldn't even film because we had to help each other. Most of the time, Peťo helped Jojo first and then came back for me. He was the only one with proper trail shoes. Jojo and I only had sneakers and they were so slippery on the tough rock
Skvěle.
that we couldn't get through the steep sections without help. But in the end, we made it. Full of new memories and stunning landscapes, we headed back to camp, curious about what lies ahead of us. In the next episode, we'll take you to the Zelve Open Air Museum, a less touristic alternative to Goreme, filled with ancient cave homes and forgotten stories. Then we'll head off in search of the perfect wild camping spot to watch the morning balloons rise. So stay tuned and see you in the next one.